Hi everybody, sorry I'm a little late. I was having some technical difficulties, but I am here. That's all that matters. So as you can see, today's reading is going to be about career and finances and just what you need to know in terms of that. So this is a great reading for anybody like wanting to just tap into like a career change or where else you can generate income. So as always, I will be starting with Aries and then finishing it off with Pisces. And keep in mind that these readings are general, so not everything may resonate. So please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And if you don't resonate with any of the readings, then maybe I just didn't pick up your energy this time around. So hopefully next week I will. And also, I do recommend watching your sun, moon, and rising. So if one doesn't resonate, you can check out another one. And before we get started, I'd also like to mention that if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. You can book a reading either via email if you want a one-on-one reading, or if you want a pre-recorded reading, you can book that on Etsy. And I also have everything else that I offer in my description. So I think without further ado, let's get started on your reading. Hi, Janina. Okay, so let me just make sure that I'm doing the right spread. I want to do something a little different, but not too long either. Okay, so let's do this one. It's going to be a 3-card pull. So we'll pull what you want, obstacles, and then how to overcome them when it comes to your finances. So let's start with Aries. Okay, so this is what you want, and this is the 3 of Pentacles. And then the challenge for you is the Knight of Pentacles, and how to overcome the challenges. Queen of Wands, yeah. Let me put these a little closer to you and move my cable. Okay, so let me also show you the bottom of the deck. So bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So let me also make sure that I'm reading these correctly, because they don't have the, I just realized they don't have the, yeah, that's the Pentacles. The little green circle is Pentacles. Okay, so this is what you want, how to overcome that, and then the obstacle, and then how to overcome that. So what I'm feeling for you is that with what you're wanting with the 3 of Pentacles here, I feel like this is you wanting a work life where you enjoy who you work with, you know, where you can like bounce ideas off of each other. So if you are currently doing that or not doing that, I think it's important to make sure that you are in an environment where you can learn from and grow from, you know. So if you feel like you're stagnant right now where you're at, this is definitely a message to start looking elsewhere and start trying to figure out different areas of expertise that you might be in. And then with your challenge being the Knight of Pentacles, I do feel like if you are job hunting, or if you have hit a bit of a plateau, that's what's working against you right now. It does feel like your patience is being tested. And I love how the cat looks. It looks like a little annoyed. So I feel like you're also waiting for some change, but the change isn't quite coming yet. Because I feel like the cat is wanting some from this bowl of food, but it's like not getting any. So I feel like for you, this bowl of food is like the job that makes you happy, or the finances that make you happy, but for some reason you aren't reaching out and getting it. You see how it's there, but for some reason you're like holding yourself back. And I think with how to overcome that is the Queen of Wands. So I feel like for you, the biggest thing is just having confidence in yourself. Like that's really all it is. You know, easier said than done, of course, but you have what it takes. I think there's this passion inside you that needs to be exerted in some place. And I think for you, work is like the best place to exert that. So like I said, if you're working at a job that you feel stagnant in, that's definitely a message for you to start looking elsewhere and figure out what other jobs you'd like to take. And like I said, it has to be something where you feel like you can work with others, because I think collaboration is important for you with Three of Pentacles. Maybe in the job that you're in right now, for example, is very like a solo job. Like maybe you don't work with others as much as you'd like to. And then the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords, I feel like you either just left a job recently or they fired you, but I feel like you guys kind of left on bad terms, because I kind of feel like whatever happened in the past, you like don't look back anymore. It's like that's done. Like I don't want to even entertain that energy. So I don't know if you have like coworkers, maybe you don't even talk to those people anymore. Okay, but let's see, let's get a little bit more. Okay, 10 of Cups. Yeah, exactly. You want like the dream job. I mean, who doesn't, right? But I think for you, it's like very present for you right now. And then we have the Six of Swords. So there's something that you're not necessarily moving away from. With the Queen of Swords being at the bottom of the deck, I also feel that if you did leave a certain job recently where things didn't end well, I feel that there's a bit of bitterness there. And I think releasing that bitterness is going to help move any blockages that could be affecting you right now. And then let's see for the Queen of Wands. This is the Three of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think you have to let bygones be bygones and move on from whatever broke your heart, is what it feels like. So I don't know if you are at a place right now that you thought was going to give you a different result, and now you're there and you're kind of over it and you're feeling like this isn't what I expected from this job. Like there's a bit of disappointment in that. But I think that disappointment is a blessing in disguise, because it's going to push you to the next level. And then bottom of the deck is a Page of Swords. I kind of feel like this is you searching for jobs online, like constantly searching. And I feel like you can search and search and search, but the right job won't be available to you until you fully step into your confidence and feel like you deserve, or like believe in yourself that you deserve that dream job. Because like I think you want that dream job. You want that place that's going to give you not just the financial stability, but also make you feel joyful every day. So I do see that there is something you need to rip away from your life. Like it could literally be anything. Sometimes what we think is blocking us for like finding that stable financial life isn't even anything to do with money. It's just energy. It's something else, whether it's a person, place, or a thing. So whatever that means for you, I think you already know what that is. But yeah, I think it's time to let go of that, whatever this is, because it's holding you back. It's causing delays in your life right now. But you have to just believe in yourself and exude the energy of the Queen of Wands, even when you face disappointment. Okay, so let me pull from the butterfly life changes that I have here. Take the next step now. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what the Queen of Wands energy is. Like she doesn't have fear, she just takes the action. And then we have memories in the background. So yeah, I do feel like there is something of the past that you need to release, because whatever that is that you kind of like look back on, feel nostalgic towards, that's holding you back. I don't know if maybe you reminisce on the good old days, you know, maybe that's what it is. And it's time to like let go of that, because you're blocking your blessings from the future to come in. And then let's do the Island Time Wellness Law of Attraction. Giving and receiving, everything is energy. Reciprocity, give, receive easily to others and yourself. Random acts of kindness. So yeah, take that as that resonates for you, but everything is energy, like I was saying. Like it doesn't matter what the energy is that's holding you back, whether it's like related to your career and finances or not, it's still going to have an effect on you. So I feel like keep being generous, keep being the person that you are, and yeah, random acts of kindness. So whether you've been doing that or not doing that, you'll know. And then bottom of the deck is mindfulness, awareness of thoughts without judgment, meditate, breathe, yoga, being present, and grace. So I think for you, in order to tap into that creative potential that you have, because I've been getting that energy for Aries for a while now, where you guys have this like untapped creative potential, and I felt it again when I saw the Queen of Wands come out. So I feel like for you guys to unlock that potential, you have to practice mindfulness, like meditation, manifestation, like writing things down, being present, not being stuck on the past or stuck on the future, like being in the present moment right now. Like, what can you do today to make things better for yourself instead of getting caught up in the past or the future? All right, Aries, so that's what I have for you. I'm trying to keep the same timeline of readings where I do like 10 minutes or less. So I hope that resonated for you. If it did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share if you haven't already. And if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip at any point in time in this reading, you can do that with the thanks button below as well. All right, so let's get into Taurus. Okay, let me just shuffle it a couple times. Okay, Taurus. So what you want is the King of Swords. The obstacle, wow, you're getting the Three of Pentacles again, but it came out in the reverse. And then how to overcome these challenges, you have the Eight of Cups. And bottom of the deck, here, let me shuffle that. I don't want it to be the same cards as the last reading. Bottom of the deck, you have Death. Okay, so what I'm feeling for you guys is that you recently either had some transformation in terms of your job. Maybe you just left a recent or a certain job, or something in your finances was dramatically transformed. So you could have even suffered like financial loss, or just something changed. Maybe you were expecting like a certain cash income or cash flow, and then it didn't happen. So I think that really took you by surprise, and it caused a lot of shifts and changes that you weren't necessarily prepared for. So I feel like right now what you're wanting is to have like the logical and rational mind to overcome this challenge of the Death card right now. Whatever transformation occurred to you within your career and finances, I feel like you're just wanting like a logical perspective on how to handle it, and try not to get your emotions so tied up in it either. But I feel like with the little 3 butterflies here, you have like spirit guides watching you, like 3 guardian angels, to make sure that you're okay, even if in times of distress, if you did suffer like some financial loss or are dealing with just financial insecurity. And then for your challenge, we have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like if this certain change or transformation in your career and finances recently happened, I think it's meant to show you what's not working in your life. So, you know, sometimes like a rude awakening can happen. So I kind of feel like you did experience some type of loss, or like I said, unexpected change that is showing you what's not working in your life. And that's very much eclipse season energy. What's not serving us, what's not in alignment with us will be removed right now. So I feel like you're dealing with that. And then how to overcome it is the 8 of Cups. So I feel like the best thing you can do is just let it go. Whatever that disappointment was, whatever this loss was, is to like let it go, because there's something better. You may not see that right now, but there is something better coming towards you. But right now you just have to let it go. Like practice letting go, practice release. Yeah, you have the, which one's this one? 6 of Pentacles for what you're wanting. And the 10 of Wands for the challenge. And the Star for how to overcome it. Yeah, exactly. It's like having faith in a better future, having faith that things will get better, even though right now it may not seem that way. And then we have Page of Wands. So notice how the cat looks a little bit scared. And Page of Wands is usually like an excited energy. So the fact that the cat looks scared tells me that whatever this death was for you, whatever this transformation was for you, it's meant to shake you. It's meant to wake you up so that you can do things that excite you. So for example, if you just recently left a job or a situation that wasn't exciting you, that's for a reason. And then to clarify the King of Swords with the 6 of Pentacles, I feel like this is you also counting your blessings, like 1, 2, 3, 6. So like this is definitely a moment to practice gratitude. Whenever we lose something, it's definitely a great tool to start practicing gratitude for what we do have, especially in moments of loss. And then for the challenge, you have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse with the 10 of Wands. So yeah, whatever that was that like needed to be removed from your life, I feel like it was causing you a lot of stress. It wasn't serving you anymore. It's like nobody, like the energy that I'm getting is like a job that you're overexerting yourself. No one's helping you. The pay is shitty. And you still have to show up every day with like a good attitude. And I think you're over it. So if you did just suffer something like that, like a job loss, again, it's for a reason. 8 of Cups, I feel like you have to let go of what that was that is no longer serving you. And then the Star is continue having faith and hope that it's all for the better. Like I said, it may not seem like that right at this moment, but it is going to. So just have faith in yourself. I'm being drawn to the glass. So instead of looking at things, for, half glass empty, look at it from a half glass full perspective. And the King of Swords is logical, but he can be a little bit too pessimistic and like a low vibrational. So maybe sometimes you're being too logical to the point where maybe it's like not even completely positive in the way that you need at this moment. So let me see what you get with the Life Changes Oracle. Join in. Yeah, so I feel that do the things that you enjoy, or you can be part of a community, because I think right now you're lacking community and that's what you're wanting. So if you're at a job that doesn't have community, or even if you want to make more money and let's say you enjoy your job and this part isn't really resonating, I feel like do things that you enjoy doing, like volunteering your time, because that'll also help like abundance coming into your life. Yeah, exactly. Welcome the new. It's like the Death card is like in a more positive light. The Death card is saying welcome the new. In that moment, we may not see it because we're so caught up on what we lost, but you're being shown that there is something better. You just have to welcome it. And then let's do the Island Time Law of Attraction. Allowing, relax, enjoy yourself, have faith, allow situations to unfold. Answers come, highest outcome. Exactly. And I feel like you have to be in a state of allowance right now in order to allow your blessings to come in. So even if like you had to take some time off, like let's say you get fired and then you're like on unemployment or something, like I think that's okay. You're meant to take a break right now. Like have faith, allow the situation to unfold. You don't have to know everything at this moment, and believe in the highest outcome for yourself. And then bottom of the deck, like I was saying, gratitude. Thank you. Gratuity increases attraction and opportunities. Little things count. Be grateful for all of your life. Exactly. Like I was saying, like in moments of loss, like the best thing we can do sometimes is practice gratitude for the things that we do have. All right, Taurus. So that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip at any point in time, you can do that in the thanks button below as well. Okay, so Aries, Taurus, Gemini. All right, Gemini. What are you wanting at this time? This is the Three of Wands. Yeah. Your challenge right now is the Magician. How to overcome that is the Empress. So cute. And bottom of the deck is the Hermit. Okay, so for you, what I'm feeling is like it's time to put yourself out there. So I feel like for you guys, it's not so much like job security issues or even financial issues. I think more so it's like you have the capability of earning more money through other ventures outside of your job with the Magician here. Because what you're wanting is the Three of Wands. So I feel like you're aware of this. Like, you know, you have more possibilities, like endless possibilities of how you can generate like passive income or just like income outside of your regular job. And I think for you, it's just a matter of putting in the work, but also coming up with a game plan. With the Magician being the challenge, it's like the energy is there, but you just need to learn how to like manifest with it and work through it. And then how to overcome it is Empress, which is a beautiful energy. So just continue believing in yourself, having faith in whatever it is that you want to sort of sell to the world. Like, I think you have something to offer, but I think you're not quite offering it yet with the Magician. Like, there's magic that you can offer, but it's like not being offered yet. So with the energy of the Empress as overcoming that, it's like you fully believing in yourself that what you have to offer is like needed in the world. It's like a motherly, loving, nurturing energy, but it feels very much like you want to help people. So I think just like, you know, she has like a little crown here. So like fully believing that you're like an empress or emperor, however that resonates for you. Because with the Hermit as the background energy, I feel that you've been holding out on yourself. Like you maybe you're scared, because notice how the cat's like in the little box, in the paper bag. So I feel like you're maybe scared to show the world what you're made of, like what kind of gifts and talents you have. But the energy is there. You just have to work with it. Thanks, Janina. So let me see. Let's get a little bit more clarification. Is this the Four of Wands? Yeah, exactly. And then the Two of Wands. Oh my gosh. I just got something funny from that Two of Wands. And then how to overcome it is a Knight of Pentacles. And then Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, which I was kind of getting the similar energy of the Queen of Wands with the Empress. Like, it's just about believing in yourself, having confidence in yourself. But let's start with the Four of Wands here. So yeah, I think you're wanting this like stable home life. You know, you want to be able to build a home with your family and just like make it look luxurious. Because I don't know why here it looks like decorating your home, like putting like little vines around like the staircase or something. So I feel like what you're wanting is like to have like a secure home life right now. And I think you know that you can bring that into fruition, like not just having enough to like pay your bills and spend, but also enough to like do other things that you enjoy and love, like traveling. So with the challenge being the Two of Wands with the Magician, I feel like you're distracted. That's why I was laughing, because the cat looks like it's being distracted with that little toy. And I feel like that's what happens with you. Like even here, it looks like it's like sees something and it wants to grab it. So I think for you, the biggest thing, and the Magician is your energy, obviously. So I feel like sometimes Geminis have so much energy that they don't know where to exert it. And I think you're just needing to figure out like a focus point, because it seems like other things tend to grab your attention and then maybe you don't fully pay attention to the game plan that you need. So I think for you, the biggest thing is to create like a game plan, because that'll help you stay focused. Instead of not having a game plan, you won't have anything to keep you grounded. And then with the overcoming this challenge, the Knight of Pentacles with the Empress, I feel like this is going to require a lot of patience for you. And that may be what's hard for you, because this energy here feels really like a little chaotic. Like, I'm just going to go with, I'm having fun right now. Like, you know, like instant gratification versus delayed gratification. That's the energy that I'm getting. So I feel like for you, in order to like practicing more delayed gratification, you know, like maybe after you do something, you'll reward yourself with it. But yeah, Knight of Pentacles is like you're gonna need a lot of patience in order to bring this financial abundance into fruition. But you have the tools, because the Magician, it's like you have the tools, you just have to apply yourself. So let me see what the life changes are for you. New career. Beautiful. So yeah, a lot of you could be wanting to already start a new career. What I feel more is like you have a job, but what you're wanting to do is like work for yourself. And then we have emotions. So maybe sometimes your emotions get the best of you, and that could have to do with the distractions. High vibes. Surround yourself with positivity. Connect with your self source. Solfeggio frequencies, your tribe. So yeah, just practicing mindfulness and whatever brings forth high vibrations to you versus low vibrations. Because then at the bottom of the deck, we have negativity, distorted view, wounds, complaining, negative self-talk, self-sabotage, outside influences, be gracious. Yeah, exactly. Like the outside influences feels like those distractions. So whatever that is, whether it's like friends, like maybe like low vibrational friends or social media, but that's affecting you into feeling fully confident in yourself about what you can bring to the table. All right, Gemini, so that's what I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, share. And if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip at any point in time, you could do that with the thanks button below as well. Alrighty, so Cancer's next. You're welcome. Okay, the cards are coming out already. Okay, Cancer, what do you want right now? You have the Six of Swords. Your challenge is the Six of Wands. And how to overcome your challenges, Three of Wands. So you got like all wands here. And then bottom of the deck is, let me shuffle that. Bottom of the deck is, why are we getting the same cards? The High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, and she's so pretty. Okay, so for you, Cancer, so what you're wanting right now, oh, okay, I just heard job separation. So I feel like you're wanting to leave where you currently are at. I think you're over it. I think you're like wanting to pull the band-aid off. I don't think you're happy at that place anymore. With the High Priestess here, you've been feeling this for a while. Like your intuition has been pulling you in a certain direction, but maybe because you're really successful at this company or wherever it is that you are, I think it already brings you that financial stability that you're wanting, which is hard to let go. But I feel that with the energy of being able to overcome this challenge is the Three of Wands. I feel like here the message is you won't know that there's something better for you out there unless you look for it, unless you like set your sails elsewhere. Because right now with the Six of Wands is your challenge, I feel like you're successful there, like you're stable there, but I think you're over it. I think you've already kind of like emotionally checked out of this place for a long time too, that like I don't even think your soul works there anymore. I think it's like your human self, but like your soul is mentally checked out is what it feels like. Yeah, because Six of Wands here, it's like you get a lot of attention, you get a lot of recognition, maybe you even get like a lot of pay raises. Like it's really good. Like on paper this job is great, but I don't think it's bringing you the satisfaction to your soul's growth. And yeah, the High Priestess is like you've been feeling this for a while, but I don't think it's like a secret you keep to yourself. I don't think anyone in your family knows, especially if your family and friends think you're doing really well for yourself. Like they would never think that you would want to leave that job. Yeah, the World. Yeah, another card about endings. Yeah, I think you're so checked out. Like you don't even want to be there anymore. Ace of Cups, it's not bringing you the joy. It's not like the emotional joy. Like, it doesn't lift your spirits anymore. Like, your heart is not there. Yeah, the Devil. I think you have to recognize that I think it's taking an emotional toll on you. Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I think it's taking an emotional toll on you where I think you have to recognize what this job is doing to you. Maybe it's made you a really greedy person too. Maybe it's brought out like a dark side of you even with the Devil. Like, I don't know if it encourages any bad vices that you may have. I don't know why I'm getting that. Oh, okay. So maybe like if your coworkers, let's say, like they always go out to drink and maybe you're trying to like quit drinking, but then they're always like, no, let's go out for a drink. It's something like that where they like encourage the bad vices that you're trying to get away from. But yeah, with the World and Six of Swords, I feel like you're over it. You're wanting something new, something fresh. I think you're just trying to figure out how to leave this job, or even like, obviously, I think you want to make sure that you have another job lined up before you quit this place. But if you're financially able to quit and then still look, like, I think that's okay, because I think it is taking an emotional toll on you. Knight of Swords, I feel like you're just going to quit abruptly. Like, I don't even think you're going to expect it when you do it. You're just going to be like, oh shit, I can't believe I just did that. And then, yeah, going back to the Three of Wands, because I'm being drawn to it again. Yeah, you won't know what other job opportunities for you are out there unless you put yourself out there and look. Yeah, look at that. End of an era. Exactly. You're so over it. Like, I just get this energy of like, I'm so over this place. We've all been there before. And then new exercise program. Yeah, see, I feel like you're trying to be healthier. And I think you are recognizing like bad habits that you have. And I think you're trying to be healthier. And I think that's also why you want to leave this place, because maybe this place doesn't allow you to be healthy, whether it's working long hours or whatever it is. But I think it gets in the way of your health as well, and like practicing good habits. Ooh, we have inspired thoughts. Alignment brings incredible ideas, new thoughts, new decisions, new immediate action, new reality. Exactly. So like I'm saying, like you won't know what's out there unless you put yourself out there. But I think you're also going to have a light bulb moment pretty soon, if you haven't already, about like a certain place that you want to work out or what you're wanting to do moving forward. And then alignment brings incredible ideas. So if you're feeling out of alignment right now, and again, that's another energy the eclipse season will show us, that if something's on alignment with us, it'll be removed. So if you're getting like a pull, because you had the High Priestess, so if you're getting like a strong intuitive pull to leave this job, when you leave it, I feel like you're going to be in alignment, that it's going to bring more ideas to you about what else you can do. So new thoughts, new decisions. But I think you won't have this new idea until you leave the job, or until you get honest with yourself about wanting to leave. And then bottom of the deck. Where did it go? It's manifested. New desired reality is already present in your life. Vibrational alignment. Astrology gives edge. Exactly. So it's already there. You just have to believe in yourself. Cool. All right, Cancer. So that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share. And if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip at any point in time, you can do that with the thanks button below as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in your next one. So, Cancer, Leo. Okay, Leo, what is what you want right now? What is this? I think this is the Four of Swords. Yeah. Your challenge at this time is the Five of Swords. how to overcome this challenge, the Knight of Wands. And bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so you're getting a lot of wands and swords. So with the Four of Swords, I feel like you want a break. And with the Five of Swords as the challenge, I feel like you recently had a mishap at work. Like an altercation of some kind, like petty arguments or something. Like maybe you were working on a group project and I feel like maybe you did all the work and the other people didn't. But it kind of feels like it's 2 versus 1. So whether you're over here or you're over here, but I feel like this is you and like 2 people turn their back on you. And I think you're wanting to just like get a break from that. I just heard toxic environment. So maybe you're working at a toxic environment that this tends to happen a lot. And I think you're wanting a break from that. I also feel like the energy is stifled. So maybe your job is stifled. Like maybe you feel like you've hit a plateau there and you're like not challenged in the ways that you'd like to be, because Leo energy very much wants to be challenged constantly. Like you guys need that excitement because your advice is that the Knight of Wands. I feel like if this job does feel stifled to you, it's time to find something that like excites you again. Because you also have the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like for a while you've had to fend for yourself. Like I think maybe the last job that you took, you had to take it because you needed like that security. With the Seven of Wands, like you had to like you had to fight for yourself, it feels like. Or maybe you fought really hard for this job only to find out that it's like not really what you're wanting. Oh. Yeah, we have Eight of Wands. And then, what is this? The Eight of Swords. And then the Three of Swords. And the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, I feel like you're bored of where you're working. Like, it doesn't bring you the mental stimulation that you'd like. Because what you're wanting is the Eight of Wands. Like, you want more excitement. But I also feel like you want a break. Like, the energy I'm getting for you is, like, if you do transition from job, you're wanting, like, a month off. Because the energy you had to deal with was really chaotic. Really stressful, too, with the Eight of Swords here. I feel like you're constantly, or you are constantly, like, overthinking work. Like, maybe you're just really, really busy. But there's always something on your plate. Like, I don't think it's the kind of job that is ever slow. It feels like there's always so much going on. And then the Three of Swords, for how to overcome it, is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you'd have to just do it. You have to just quit if that's something that you're feeling guided to do. Because Three of Swords, it's like ripping the Band-Aid off, especially with the Knight of Wands right next to it. Because you're wanting an environment that is more fun, more exciting, and where you enjoy where you go. Because Seven of Pentacles, you feel kind of bored there. So whatever that means for you. So I think if you don't want to necessarily leave that job, I think start doing things outside of work that bring you that excitement. Because I think it's really important for you to be excited and do what you love at the same time. Ooh, windfall. A windfall of money. Windfall of opportunities. So this energy is going to change for you very soon. Yeah, decisions, but you have to make a decision whether you want to stay at a job that feels boring and no longer exciting and challenging, or if you want to make a change for yourself. So I feel like once you decide on that, this windfall of opportunity, finances, abundance is going to come to you. Your own path. Trailblazing brings the greatest achievement, heart and mind aligned, unconventionality, authenticity. So yeah, what is authentic to you? So is this job authentic to you? There's questions to ask yourself. And then heart and mind aligned is very important for you because Leos, you guys have that heart of a lion, right? So for you, it's really, really important to love what you do. Otherwise, it's just like a miserable day every day for you guys. And yeah, as long as your heart and mind are aligned with how you make your money, your job, like that's very important for you. So definitely ask yourself those questions. And also with unconventionality, you know, you don't need to do things the traditional way either. It's okay to step out of the box. And then bottom deck is go for it, step outside of your comfort zone, make plans. Now is the time. Favorable outcome in alignment. Yeah, exactly. So step out of your comfort zone is what really stood out. So I think that's what you're needing, is to like get out of your comfort zone in order to bring those opportunities and this windfall of money too. I think you're already working on it though, because this is the energy of the background. So I feel like you're already working on making those decisions and going for it. So I love that. All right, Leo, so that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip at any point in time, you can do that with the thanks button below as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Okay, so Leo, Virgo. Yeah, windfall fell again while I'm cleaning up Leo's cards. So I think that windfall is wanting to come to you, Leo. Okay. Thanks, Giovanna. Okay, Virgo. What is it that you want right now? I think this is the Nine of Swords. Oh, you're wanting a break. Your challenge right now is the Five of Cups. And how to overcome the challenges, the Nine of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, let me shuffle that, is the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you've already been going back and forth with ideas of how to bring forth financial abundance, security, and just overall happiness when it comes to jobs and work. So I think you've already been thinking about what other things you can do. With Nine of Swords, though, as what you're wanting, I do feel like where you're currently at right now is really stressful, or you stress yourself out thinking about work. Maybe it's not even as stressful as it needs to be, because it is the Nine of Swords. Sometimes that's like our mind playing tricks on us. So I feel that if you work at a place that does like trigger like mental health issues, it's definitely something to pay attention to, because your challenge is the Five of Cups. So I feel that you're not really happy where you're currently at right now. And if this isn't about a certain job, I do feel like maybe it's just like money troubles, like financial insecurity, where you have to get honest with yourself that, you know, if a job is bringing you more pain than stability, that's something to pay attention to, because your advice is the Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands is like going through it, you know, being tested constantly. So I feel like for you, the energy is to like continue pushing through any limitations or stress that you may be feeling when it comes to this workplace or just your finances in general. With the Two of Pentacles, I feel like you could even be working multiple jobs to stay afloat. And I feel like it's time to like reduce it to one job and like really know your worth when you're looking for a new job. You know, maybe you're working two jobs because you think that you can't like make a salary that would be those two jobs combined, if that's making sense. But I feel like you are capable of it and you do deserve it, instead of like working yourself or overworking yourself, because I feel like you're juggling a lot of things right now. The Hierophant, yeah. The Page of Cups and the Six of Swords. Yeah, it's time for a transition, and then you're getting the Devil. So I'm getting two energies with the Devil. Sometimes this could be your energy. Like sometimes you could be feeling like really low self-worth. And I think that's why you're putting up with certain people, places, and things that don't deserve your time and energy. Because I think maybe you like talk negatively of yourself, or you think you don't deserve more. But I think that just has to do with like self-worthiness that you need to work on. Because we also have the High Priest here. So I feel like with the High Priest, you're wanting that stability, the like even a stable mind, it feels like. Because with the Nine of Swords, it feels like your mind is feeling a little bit erratic, that is getting in the way of you feeling stable within yourself. Like you could have like the best paying job, but if you don't feel like secure within yourself, a paycheck won't matter. So I feel like for you, it's more like, I just want to feel good in my body. Like I just want to feel stable within myself. So, practicing mindfulness, or seeking like help outside of just yourself, I think would be really, really beneficial. And then Five of Cups with the Page of Cups. So yeah, I feel like you're emotionally checked out. Also, like the energy I was feeling for Cancer, like they were emotionally checked out. And I feel like you are too, because this is bringing you more sadness, this job or this financial situation right now. So for you, the advice with the Nine of Wands and Six of Swords is to like continue pushing through, persevering. But with the Six of Swords, I do feel like it's time to separate it. And we're getting this card in like almost every reading. So I do feel like it's going to be a theme in these readings and in the eclipse season, that if we're not happy where we're currently at, it's definitely time to rip the Band-Aid and look elsewhere. So let me see your life changes. Moving. Yeah. I'm feeling a few things with that. Like not only is it like moving jobs or location, but I feel like it's also moving your body, especially if you're feeling really stuck and stagnant. And then changing your mind. That's what I was getting with the Two of Pentacles too. It's like you're constantly changing your mind for whatever reason. And I think it's just time to make one decision instead of going back and forth a lot, like maybe doing like a pros and cons list about what you need to change your mind on or make a decision on. But it feels like you're constantly going back and forth, and you have to just make a decision and rip the Band-Aid off in whatever that is for you. Okay, let's see your Law of Attraction card. Life surfing. Feeling capable of overcoming adversity. No expectations, approaching life like a sport, which is very much the Nine of Wands energy. It's like sometimes we're put in these uncomfortable situations, and the best thing we can do is just ride the wave. So I think that's what's coming forward for you. Like there's a lot of movement in your life right now. It's going to feel a little bit chaotic and a little bit uncomfortable, but it's getting you in the direction that you need to go in. And then we have past programming, choose your beliefs, recognize false stories, external conditioning, make decisions that support goal. Exactly. And that's what I was feeling with the Nine of Swords. It's like there's like something within your mind that is holding you back. And I think a lot of it is your own beliefs. And also what I was feeling with the Devil. It's like sometimes those stories that you tell yourself aren't even true. So really be aware of what kind of self-talk you're doing toward yourself. And then make decisions that support your goal. So I feel like changing your mind, like I was saying, it's time to make a decision of what it is that you're actually wanting to do that supports your goal. All right, Virgo, so that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please don't forget to like this video, share, and subscribe if you're not already. And if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip, you can do that with the thanks button. Okay, so Libra. Okay, Libra, what is it that you're wanting right now? The Queen of Wands. The challenge is the Ten of Pentacles. And the advice, the Three of Swords. This card is also popular so far. And bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. Okay. Well, first of all, what you're wanting is full and total confidence in yourself to make decisions that are going to bring you that financial stability and abundance. With the Ten of Pentacles being your challenge, I do feel like you could be facing some issues with stability, like financial stability, your home life. and even family. So I don't know if like family maybe can't even support you when you need support. And then the advice is the Three of Swords. So I do feel like it's time to get really serious with yourself about a certain truth when it comes to your confidence. So, well, I'll have to pull some clarification for that. But I think the Three of Swords being the advice is like really getting honest with yourself about a certain disappointment or heartbreak even, and like accepting that and processing it. So I don't know if there's like certain pain that is holding you back, that could be holding back your finances. Like I was saying, I forgot what reading it was, but it doesn't matter like what energies are blocking you when it comes to your finances. Like it could be something that's totally not related to money, and it could still be blocking your money flow. And that's kind of what I'm getting here with the Three of Swords. Like I don't know if there's like some healing you have to do, processing and like really coming to terms with it in order to help this like flow of money and just abundance. We have Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like you've been fending for yourself for quite some time. It's like you always have your own back. And I think you've gotten really used to that, like hyper independence even. I don't know why I'm feeling that with the Nine of Cups, but I am, just because you have the Ten of Pentacles here as your challenge. So I feel like sometimes you don't really have that support that you need, even like financial support. And you're always like having to look out for yourself. But I think you've gotten really comfortable with that it's not really an issue anymore. If anything, it showed you how strong you are. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, but I think you do want support from people. I think you're tired of doing things on your own and being like hyper independent. This is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. And this is that scarcity mindset. So I don't know if you come from a household that has always been not as financially stable as you'd like. So I think you grew up like counting pennies, you know what I mean? Like counting everything to the last penny. And I think that's been programmed in you. You could even, like I'm saying, like you could even be making a lot of money, but if you have this like scarcity mindset that there's never going to be enough, like you're always going to have that fear of not having like a roof over your head. And then let me pull from this one. This is the Six of Cups. Yeah, so I think it does have to do with your upbringing for you. Oh, so that's what it is. I think you have to get serious about like a certain programming that you grew up in or grew up with, and you need to work through that. Because with the Three of Swords, it's like this pain, like it feels like childhood pain. Like maybe again, you grew up not in the best financial situation growing up, that it's now affecting you as an adult. And then the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So that's what you're wanting. It went from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. So like I was saying, you're so used to doing things on your own that now you're wanting the support, like the emotional support more than anything. Because I think with the finances, like you're good, like you'll make it work. Of course, it would be nice to have that support when necessary, but I also feel like for you, what you're wanting mostly is also like emotional support. And that also has to tie in with your confidence, because I do feel like Libras need partnership. And if you don't have that fulfilling partnership in the way that you need, you're going to feel like you're missing something in life, like there's a lack. So with the Three of Pentacles here, I feel like for you, you need community to be confident, because community, like the Three of Pentacles is that. So I feel like you're tired of being independent, like, but I think you're also wanting to be independent all on your own. It's like you're wanting to not need anyone at the same time, but you know that you need people. Does that make sense? I feel like you kind of go back and forth. It's like, no, I can do it on my own, but it would be nice to have someone. And then, yeah, Four of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you grew up with someone like constantly making sure that there's money, like an issue of money for sure. And that's now something you have to release with the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups, because it's like the mom and the kitten. So I do feel like it's like a childhood wound for you that you have to process, and once you do, it'll help you get answers about like how to bring forth that financial abundance. Because I think right now it's working through any blockages, and I think for you it's healing something of the past. Yeah, courage. And that makes sense, because the Queen of Wands is courage too. So I feel like you could be lacking courage within yourself too about making decisions in your life. And then bottom of the deck is take the next step now. So maybe you know what the step is, you just don't have the courage to take that step. So your message is, take the step now. Visualization. See yourself achieving the highest possible outcome. Experience, feeling, and details. Yeah, so I think for you, in order to bring forth this success, this trophy, visualization is going to bring a lot of success for you. And also the Queen of Wands is sleeping. So I feel like if you have to visualize, like pretend or like, you know, kind of brainwash yourself into being this total confident person, then that's what you need to do, because it works. It definitely works. So I feel like for you, the dream state is also really important. So maybe you could be getting messages in the dream state when it comes to how to work through anything you need to release in order to bring forth that highest possible outcome. So experiencing, feeling, and details, and seeing yourself achieving the highest possible outcome without it being in the 3D. Like, you have to start first by visualizing it. Like, you have to believe it first. And then we have go for it, step outside of your comfort zone, make plans now. Wait, no, make plans, period. Now is the time. Favorable outcome in alignment. So yeah, definitely just go for it. Courage, right? So I think for you, if sometimes you lack courage, if you have to seek out community and support in order to get that confidence, then do it. Like, do what works for you. Everybody's different. All right, Libra. So that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip, you can do that with the thanks button. Okay, so Libra, Scorpio. Okay, let me just shuffle these. Okay, Scorpio. What is it that you want right now? Strength. Your challenges. The Queen of Cups. And your advice. Oh, you have two cards turn around. We have the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck is Judgment. Okay, so interesting. So for you, what I'm feeling, I feel like, first of all, with this Strength card here, is like you're constantly being tested about what path to go in, especially with Judgment. I think for you, the eclipse season is like really pushing you. When is it not, though, right? I feel like Scorpio energy is always getting tested. But with Strength, this is literally just you wanting to have the strength and courage to persevere through the challenges that you're facing right now. Because the Nine of Wands over here tells me that you are going through some challenges. And also Judgment, too. I feel like you've had to get really serious with yourself about what it is that you want to do moving forward. And it's been brought to the spotlight more so at this time than any other time in your life. Like, it hasn't been pretty is kind of what it feels like. Like, this Judgment feels really intense. It really feels like you had to call yourself out even. Like, it was like a hard truth that you had to swallow. And I think it's going to be really difficult. So it's not that you don't want to do it. It's just that you need the strength in order to persevere and do what needs to be done. So with your challenge being the Queen of Cups, I feel like for you, it's like really important to love what you do. Like, some people can be okay with just bringing home a paycheck and not being emotionally connected to their work. For you, that's not the case. I think for you, it really matters that you feel emotionally safe at your job and that you can be who you are without fear of judgment. So I think right now you're kind of struggling to find your footing in a certain workplace, or just even like your relationship with money. Like, you're trying to find a certain like healthy connection with work and money, because I think you've been tested where like, I don't know, just the way the cat is staring at me, I feel like it's staring into my soul. So I feel like something like that recently happened to you, where like a certain challenge or situation really made you look at yourself, like really reflect on what happened to you. And then the challenge is not the challenge, sorry. The advice is the Nine of Wands with the Ace of Swords. So Nine of Wands, it's like, you know, it's going to be hard, but continue persevering. You have what it takes. And the Ace of Swords is kind of this energy of like, you have to also do the things you don't want to do, right? Because cats hate getting their nails cut. But I think there's something like that in your life that you have to do that maybe you don't like doing, but you know it's beneficial for you. So whatever that is, it's like clearing, like decluttering almost. Like decluttering your space, decluttering your mind. I also feel that with the Nine of Wands though, like sometimes you have to do things that aren't super easy. Like maybe like that's why you're wanting strength too, because maybe what you're wanting to manifest into your life requires a lot of effort and work. And sometimes you have to just do the dirty work. Okay, yeah, you're getting Justice. And then the Ten of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, so bottom of the deck, the Three of Swords, I'm telling you, is showing up for every reading. So, justice, strength. Yeah, you obviously want justice. You want balance in your life. And with justice, I also feel karma. So I don't know if you have like karma with the workplace you're at or were at. Because it feels like, I don't know, this energy of like maybe your workplace did you dirty, that to the point where legal action was taken or could be taken. And to the point where you're like, I just want the strength to be able to like bring justice to myself. So I don't know if you suffered some sort of wrongdoing in the workplace that you're now wanting to like take action. It feels like, okay, but there was like some legality issues and you just want the strength to either move forward from that or take action. Because yeah, with the challenge being the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Cups, it feels like, yeah, they did you dirty. Like they betrayed you, they disappointed you, the love wasn't there. And I think you're still holding on to some of that pain and resentment, especially if it's fresh and especially if it's still ongoing as we speak. And then you have the Ace of Wands for your advice. So yeah, I feel like for you, that's what I was feeling too with the Nine of Wands. It's like sometimes we have to do things that are uncomfortable and like bring forth truth. So if there was an injustice that happened to you at work, it may be uncomfortable to bring it up to anyone's attention, but I think you need to. It might open a can of worms, but with the Ace of Swords, it's like you have to speak your truth. And then Ace of Wands is the advice, because once you do that, it'll either help like the energy move in your life where you can bring forth more passion and creativity, and this like new chapter will start for you. And then Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Again, there was like pain, disappointment, but I think it's just a matter of accepting what happened to you and not necessarily seeing yourself as a victim, but rather just being able to heal from that and move forward and not being so tied to it. Okay, so let me see what we get with your life changes. Moving, yeah. So I do think you're gonna be leaving this workplace. And again, moving is, I'm also feeling like moving the energy, movement for you. I also feel that like if this wasn't necessarily like at the workplace, I do think there is, like this is you wanting to be strong in terms of bringing forth financial stability into your life with the Justice card and strength here. Like I kind of get this energy of like, when are things going to go well for me? But I think you have to just, yeah, do something that you don't want to do with the Ace of Swords, and then that'll help you start this new chapter. And then we have healthcare change. So that could have been something that was affecting you there too. Like maybe your health was starting to get affected by the work that you were in, or the work brought you forth a lot of health issues. Not the logo of my job. Oh my gosh. That's so interesting. Okay, let me see. Your Island Time Wellness. Ultimate Love. Forgive others and yourself. Release past. Send love and light. Change inner to change outer. Yeah, exactly. I feel like there is some forgiveness. Forgiveness for the people that did the wrongdoing. Like, forgive yourself and others. Release the past. Send love and light to even the people that did you dirty. Like, I know that's like the hardest thing sometimes. But yeah, in order to change your outer world, you have to change your inner world. And I think you're already working on that. I think that's what the Judgment card was for you. It's like, it was like a light bulb moment, epiphany for you to be like, damn, I need to change. Otherwise, my external world won't change. Yeah, and then you have past programming. Choose your beliefs, recognize false stories, external conditioning, make decisions that support goals. So yeah, I do feel like for you, it's also past programming, outdated beliefs, like the stories you tell yourself that need to change. And I also like that we got Ultimate Love because you had the Queen of Cups. So I feel like right now you could even have like a blocked heart chakra because of the wrongdoing. Like, I kind of feel like you're really angry at certain people. But I think that anger and frustration is blocking you from bringing this Ace of Wands into your life. So I do think forgiving those people, and again, yourself, will help you move through that energy and open up your heart space again. Because it feels like I'm angry, I'm bitter, I'm resentful right now. All right, Scorpio, so that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip at any point in time, you can do that in the thanks button below. Okay, so Scorpio, Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius. Okay, what you're wanting is the Two of Cups. That's so cute. Your challenge is the Knight of Wands. And your advice, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords, another recurring card in these readings so far. So what you're wanting is a Two of Cups. So I feel like you just want to be at a place, a workplace, just life in general, where you enjoy the partnership that you have with that workplace. Like, you want to love what you do, right? What I'm also feeling though is romance for you for some reason with the Two of Cups, even though this is like a financial career reading. But I also feel like for you, it's like important to have it all. Of course, very fire sign energy. It's like, I want it all. But yeah, I feel like this is also you wanting to enjoy the people that you work with, having that like healthy work life also. And then the challenge is the Knight of Wands. So I feel like for you with the Knight of Wands, and this is very Sagittarius energy, I think any job is going to make you feel restricted. And I think that's hard for you, like to be tied to a desk for 8 hours a day. Like, that's very restrictive for you, that it's kind of hard for you to like stay focused sometimes at a job. It's like restless energy. But your advice is the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like the abundance for you is there. You know, it's like you're being rewarded for efforts. And then you have the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you recently let go of something, a job, anything, energies. I feel like you recently separated yourself from something that was holding you back. And in doing that, it's bringing you this Ace of Pentacles, this abundance. But let me get more clarification for the Two of Cups. Seven of Swords. And then the challenge, the King of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles for the advice. And bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. So yeah, I feel like for you, again, it's like really important for you to like love what you do. Because if you don't love it, it's just, you're going to feel like you're going to dread work every single day. But with the Seven of Swords here as what you're wanting, why does it feel like, I don't know if you guys are like doing well financially or work-wise, but it feels like that's not even like on your focus point right now. It feels like you kind of get distracted by other things like romance or relationships and that kind of like, I don't think your focus is ever really like, what's going to be my career? Like, I don't think that's like a huge priority for you. Like, of course, finances and stability is important, but I think for you, it's not like the priority. Like, I think for you, experience and living life, traveling is the priority. So I feel like right now you're being strategic about where you're working, especially if it brings you what you enjoy. So let's say like the work is whatever, but it gives you like the stability to be able to travel and do what you love. Like, I think you're okay with that. It's like a strategy for you. And I think you're okay with like, you know, playing the hustle game just so that you can do what you love on the weekends, for example. Because your challenge is Knight of Wands, King of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like you do struggle with focus and like paying attention with certain work-life duties. But I also feel that you have the capability to do more when you focus. Like, a focused Sagittarius can overcome anything, and I think you haven't even realized what you're capable of because you're always like distracted or just like doing what you want to do. Like, again, like instant gratification versus delayed gratification. I feel like you go for the instant gratification and then you're like wanting more and more. And then the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Pentacles as the advice. I feel like it's time to ground yourself. So maybe you've been struggling with like feeling grounded, but I think it's time to like save your money for a rainy day, like be smart with your money, maybe even taking like financial courses, things of that nature. Because it feels like for you, it's more about fun and not really worried so much about the day-to-day things. I think you're just like the kind of person that waits for the weekend. It's like you'll work 5 days a week, but you're just looking forward to the weekend. Okay, let me see what else you get. But it's not a bad thing, but I think if you want to make more money and you want to bring more stability into your life, it's okay to save it for a rainy day, because they're just giving this cat like one treat. So I think that's your message, is like, just treat yourself once, not all the time, just like once, so that you can save for a rainy day and like let your little treats add up instead of saving them all or spending them all in one place. Okay, we keep getting moving, but I'm gonna pull another one because I mean it comes out for everyone so far, but I'm gonna get another one. Okay, ooh, we have self-employment. Okay, so I think for you guys, you want to work for yourself. Yeah, realizations and epiphanies came out as well. So I feel like you want to work for yourselves, but you're not doing the work to get to that place. Especially if you're comfortable at your job, if you get that paycheck and you're like, this is great for right now. But I think you have bigger goals with self-employment. You want to run your own business. And I feel like you're going to have an epiphany soon enough, if you haven't already, to like start getting serious with yourself about this self-employment. Because yeah, all the money that you're spending on like weekend shenanigans, you could be putting that to good use, like investing. So I feel like that's the message coming towards for you. And then we have keep the faith. So maybe sometimes you struggle with that. Maybe sometimes you feel like, oh, me working for myself is not going to happen. But just have that faith in yourself, because it is possible. Specificity matters. The universe can only give you what you ask for. Narrow it down. Be as specific as feels good. Yeah, exactly. So I think right now maybe you don't even know what you want. Like maybe you know you want to work for yourself, but you don't know like what that looks like for you or how that's going to happen. So you have to be specific. The universe needs to know what you're asking for. Otherwise, they have no idea and they just won't give you anything. So be really specific with yourself about what it is you're trying to manifest into your life. And then we have creating reality live your best life by design. You have amazing experiences, freedom, lifestyle, infinite potential. Beautiful. And that's very Sagittarius energy. I feel like you want this freedom lifestyle, right? Like you want to like not have to answer to anybody, but you also like want to live your best life in the present moment. You want those amazing experiences. So I feel like sometimes you're caught up on either like living in the present moment now and like doing like spending that money for a trip this weekend, or like saving it for like next year and then you invest in yourself, you know, something like that. But I feel like overall you want to have like freedom lifestyle to just be able to choose when you go instead of having to ask for work off. So I feel like you have that in mind. You just have to take the action for it. All right, Sag, so that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell button. And if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip at any point in time, you can do that with the thanks button below as well. Okay, so we did Sag, now Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. What you're wanting is the Ace of Wands. Your challenge is the Six of Cups. And the advice is the Nine of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. Why are we getting the same cards? I want something like new every reading, but it's obviously happening for a reason. And then bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So Capricorn, no surprise there. I feel like for the most part, you're pretty secure financially. Like everything's going really well for you with work. With the Queen of Pentacles, it's like you're always good. You always have money and then some. Like I don't think that's ever an issue for you. I think the issue for you though is to find a little bit more joy in life, in your career, and how you bring home the bacon. Because I do think that's the only thing that could kind of get in the way of your happiness or just like that feeling of abundance in life is like, you know, I make good money, I have a good stable life, but I could be lacking excitement. And I think you're wanting more excitement, you're wanting more fun. So, if you're dedicated to this career, especially if you worked really hard for it, I think the message here is to like make sure you also have fun outside of the workplace, that where you can decompress and not constantly think about work. Because I feel like you constantly think about work. But again, very Capricorn energy. And then your challenge is the Six of Cups. So what I'm feeling here is that maybe when you grow up, you didn't have that like financial security the way you do now. So I think you may have misconstrued like a healthy work-life balance from like making sure you have a roof over your head to like thinking that work is never fun. So I don't know if you like invested in a career that makes really good money but you don't fully enjoy, because I think like growing up you thought like the most important thing is to make money, like not really thinking about the joy. So I think now as an adult you're reconsidering and you're kind of looking back at life and being like, where did I go wrong? Or like, why was I so hard on myself? Is the energy that I'm feeling. I feel like you could even have some regrets for not choosing a career that was like a little bit more exciting and fun, where you can like really showcase who you are as a person instead of like, just like mindlessly working sometimes. And then your advice is the Nine of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, with the Nine of Cups, I feel like definitely practice a lot of self-care. It's really important for you to take that time to decompress, because it feels like the Capricorn energy is just like, I'm gonna work until I can't anymore. So I feel like with the Nine of Cups, it's saying like, take some days off, chillax, like look at this cat, Like, exude the energy of this cat. Like, on your days off, like, don't even do anything. Like, don't lift a finger. Just enjoy your day off. I don't know if you feel like you have to earn your days off. I don't know why I'm getting that. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. The Fool. And the World. And bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. So yeah, again, I feel like you're wanting excitement, you're wanting movement in your work life. And then Seven of Pentacles, yeah, I do think that where you're at right now does bring you that financial stability. I do feel like you've been saving your money for quite some time and you're almost at your goal. So I think that's giving you excitement. Like, that brings you excitement and joy, like to be able to say like, dang, I raised, or like I saved $10,000 or something like that. Like, I think for you that's exciting, but you also have to like be excited in life and other things, not just like your finances and career all the time. But I feel like you're really smart with your money. Very opposite energy of Sagittarius. I feel like for you, you definitely save your money for a rainy day and then you think of like, where should I vacation? I feel like for you, you have to kind of be forced to take a vacation though, whereas a Sagittarius will take a vacation like literally the day they're back. So your challenge is the Fool. So yeah, I do feel like it's hard for you to reprogram whatever childhood upbringings you had. And like with the Fool, it's like it's time to do things differently, but maybe you're so caught up on that story you grew up with that you don't know anything different, especially if it's like risky, which it kind of feels like, to do things differently. Because I think you're used to like doing things by the book or just what's comfortable for you. And with the Fool, it's like it's time to get out of your comfort zone and do things differently. But it's like risky for you, at least, or it feels risky. It's not really risky, but it feels risky. And then you have the World for your advice. To clarify, the Nine of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like if you're not happy with the job that you're at, if it's not bringing you that excitement and curiosity that you're wanting over here, then it is time to put an end to it and start looking for things that make you happy. Or also, I feel like this is just the end of a cycle where you feel like you constantly have to overwork yourself and not give yourself days off. It's like it's time to put an end to that belief. Okay, so let me see what life changes you get. Motivation. Yeah, I think that could be what you struggle sometimes, is motivation. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like you are a very motivated individual, but with the Ace of Wands, there's something else that is tugging at you to have motivation, and something that does spark your interest. Like it feels like you like the work that you do because it brings you that financial stability. It could be rewarding too, but I feel like there's something else outside of work that is calling to you, that brings you that excitement and that passion. And I feel like you need motivation to pursue that also. But maybe because you work so much, you don't have the energy to invest in this creative idea that you have. Yeah, you're getting self-employment too. So yeah, I think that's what everyone is wanting in these readings, is like to work for yourselves. And that's great. We should all be able to work for ourselves. So I feel like that's what it is. It's like maybe you have this grand idea about what you want to do if you ever work for yourself, and it just requires the motivation to do it, because you have the tools. It just feels risky. It feels different. Like, again, if you're used to like a job that brings you that security, you know, it looks great on paper, but maybe it's not bringing you the life and joy that you want, it could be a risk for you to work for yourself. But I think it's a risk worth taking. Your own path. Trailblazing brings the greatest achievement, heart and mind aligned, unconventionality, authenticity. Yeah, I'm being drawn to unconventionality. So yeah, doing things out of the box, not what you're expected of. Doing things outside of the norm. And that's going to be very risky for a Capricorn, but it'll bring you rewards for sure. And then bottom of the deck is perspective, gaining clarity, see other side, consideration, impression versus fact, taking responsibility for your life. Yeah, so I think just getting really serious with yourself, like meditating on this idea, because I feel like you have the idea, especially with that Ace of Wands here. You just have to see it from a different perspective and see that it is actually possible for you. All right, Capricorn, so that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip at any point, you can with the thanks button below as well. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, what is it that you want right now? The Queen of Wands. Your challenge. Ooh, the Emperor in the reverse. And your advice. The Two of Swords. And bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. Another popular card in these readings. So I feel like, I think Sagittarius had this in the bottom of the deck too. But kind of getting the same energy of whoever had it at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you recently removed certain people, places, and things in your life that are no longer serving you. I feel like you've gotten really honest with yourself about who or what that is. And you're taking the necessary steps to move forward and like remove yourself of just things that are no longer serving you. And then what you're wanting is the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this is you wanting full and total confidence in yourself and in your abilities, because you have the Emperor in the reverse as the challenge. So I do feel like sometimes you could feel a little bit disempowered with yourself. Okay, maybe sometimes you struggle with feeling successful with yourself, but I think for you it's more of like mind games, you know, like your mind playing tricks on you, because you have the Two of Swords as your advice. So I feel like you get frustrated. Like maybe sometimes you feel confident and then other days you're like, fuck, I can't do it. You know, so I feel like you go back and forth a lot with that. And with the advice being the Two of Swords, I think this is just even so more of a message that isn't true. Like you are a confident person. You have a lot to be confident about. But I think sometimes you just second guess yourself more than you need to. You're getting Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Ten of Cups is a challenge. And Strength. And they look similar. That's funny. So bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like you're about to hit abundance, financial abundance. Like you're about to hit that security level that you need. But I feel like for you, even when you have that stability, like sometimes your own mind plays tricks on you where you think like, I'm not stable. But I think it's more like mental instability. So I think that's something you need to work on. Because with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like you have either struggled or are struggling with financial stability. And I think you know that in order to make that change, there needs to be a change within you with the Queen of Wands. It's like you need that confidence to make moves, do things in order to bring you that financial stability. So I think for you with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is more of you wanting to fully feel like the Queen of Pentacles and keeping that confidence. Because again, it feels like you go back and forth. Like some days you're feeling really good and then other days you're just like, I can't do this. So I think for you, it's just more of like finding the balance and believing the good days and keeping the good days instead of going back and forth a lot. Because then you have 10 of Cups as a challenge here. So I do feel like the Aquarius collectives could have been getting like the short end of the stick for quite some time, to the point where it's disempowered you. Maybe you've experienced some emotional loss, or you kind of feel like everyone else is living their life and doing like amazing things and you're just like kind of watching it happen versus like you actually experiencing those good things. But with the advice being strength, I feel like that's all about to change for you though. I feel like continue having the strength and courage to persevere through these like uncomfortable feelings of whatever it is that disempowered you, because I think you're about to hit a windfall of change that is going to bring you that stability. I feel like you don't see it coming, but it is there, the 10 of Pentacles over here. Like, look at how the cat looks happy eating the treats or food. Like, that's going to be you really soon. But I don't think you see it coming because I think you're still kind of caught up in the story you've told yourself of not being successful or like financially stable. Yeah, new career. Awesome. I feel like it's happening for you guys already, especially with this Ten of Pentacles. It's like it's there. You just have to believe it. And then volunteer. Beautiful. So I feel like volunteer your time and energy to people or like communities, however that resonates for you. Because I feel like when you receive these blessings, in order to like say thank you to God and the universe, you have to give back too. So I feel like for you, there's a message here to also volunteer your time when you're doing like really good financially and when you're like loving your career, because I feel like that's coming for you if it hasn't already. I feel like you're about to embark on a new path in your career, and it's just going to bring you so much happiness and blessings that it'll do you well if you also volunteer your time or even like donate money. And then bottom of the deck is keep the faith. Yeah, exactly. I feel like your faith has been shattered with whatever this was here, this Emperor in the reverse, and the Ten of Cups is a challenge. Like something happened that disempowered you. It's almost like what you loved was taken from you. And through those times of turmoil and challenge, you've had to be strong and keep the faith. And I feel like you've been doing that and it's not going unnoticed. Like your spirit team is seeing that and your blessings are about to come. Cool. You have creating reality, live your best life by design. You have amazing experiences, freedom, lifestyle, infinite potential. For you guys, I'm getting drawn to infinite potential because I feel like you have so much like rich creativity and potential within you, but when you get disempowered, you don't realize it. And if you don't surround yourself with people who like fully believe in that infinite potential within you, you won't see it either. So it's really important for you to like pay attention who you surround yourself with. And then bottom of the deck, just as I was saying, gratitude, thank you. Gratuity increases attraction and opportunities. Little things count. Be grateful for all of your life. Yeah, so exactly. I feel like you've already been practicing gratitude, but even more so as the blessings continue to come, you have to keep practicing this gratitude or it can get taken away from you again. Like that's the harsh lessons of the world sometimes. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you ever want to leave a tip at any time, you can do that with the thanks button below as well. Okay, so Pisces, last but not least. Okay, Pisces, what is it that you want right now? The Four of Wands, your challenge, the Five of Pentacles, and your advice, the Nine of Cups. And bottom of the deck is the Sun. How cute. Okay, so I feel like you've been experiencing some pretty good days recently. I feel like everything's going really well. It even feels like your dreams and wishes have been blessed for you with the Sun here. What you're wanting is the Four of Wands. So I feel like this is a happy home life. You're wanting that stability. And with the Five of Pentacles, the kind of energy that I'm getting here for you with the Five of Pentacles, I think you're doing really well, but it almost feels like your partner could be struggling financially, and especially if you like are with them or like you live with them. I think you're obviously being affected by it, but it almost feels like it's a partnership and one or the other is like more affected by like a financial challenge right now. And then the advice is a Nine of Cups, which is interesting. I feel like you might not even like this, but I feel like, especially if you don't live with this person, if this is your partner and they're like going through their own financial troubles, I feel like if it doesn't affect you, if it has nothing to do with you, you shouldn't get so caught up in it with the Nine of Cups. Like, You got to focus on you sometimes. And I know Pisces energy can be very like, overgiving. It's like, I want to be there for them. But sometimes I think you take on problems as if they're your own when they tend to like drain your energy. So I think balance is really important for you. Because I feel like you're doing really good, but it almost feels like it's your partner going through some financial troubles. And of course, that can affect you as well. We have, this is the Five of Wands, and you got that in the reverse. So yeah, I feel like it almost feels like you and your partner are fighting because of money troubles. It could be your own financial troubles, but for someone out there, this is like your partner going through this. So I do feel like maybe there's like arguments in the home when it comes to finances. And the message here is to like, just do what you can. Don't try to overexert yourself. And then Two of Pentacles for the Five of Pentacles, and then the High Priestess, which is your energy. So bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're always there for people. You're always supporting them emotionally. And it's time now to like give that energy to yourself. Because I don't think you're a lover, not a fighter. So I feel like you might even like not even speak up for yourself sometimes because you don't want to ruffle any feathers. And that's okay to a certain point because you have the Two of Pentacles in your challenge. So I feel like there is imbalance there about like not wanting to upset people. But I also feel with the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles as your challenge, it's also a time to balance your finances. So if you're the one dealing with money troubles, it's definitely time to bring balance to that. So like if you've been overspending or something like that. But it feels like that's brought some issues to your life, your home life, more than anything, because you have the Four of Wands here. Especially if you have a family together, it kind of feels like even the kids are hearing you guys argue, and like maybe you think the kids aren't listening to you, but they are, because these look like kittens. So I'm thinking of like children. It's like sometimes they look distracted. You think they're not paying attention to you guys arguing, but they are. And then you have the High Priestess for your advice with the Nine of Cups. So trust your intuition. And I feel like your intuition has been telling you to focus on yourself. While you and your partner, or even just you and yourself, are going through financial issues, trust your intuition about things getting better, because they are. And I know that's easier said than done, but they are getting better. You have Take the Next Step Now. And this one fell to Join In. So maybe for you, you've been getting messages to do things differently when it comes to your finances, and you're getting pulled in a direction of taking the next step and joining in. Like maybe you've an opportunity was presented to you already. Maybe you didn't take it because you didn't think you were good enough, or maybe even your partner talked you out of it. I don't know why I'm feeling like in this reading, your partner has a strong influence on you. So be mindful of that, because your advice is to just do you right now, regardless if you're in a partnership or not. And then bottom of the deck is sobriety. So maybe there's sobriety. Maybe you've like recently took an oath to be sober more. And again, this feels like your partner. I don't know if your partner also did too. Okay, let's see what else we get. Paradigm shift. New experience is integrating now, materialization, growth, expansion, progression, cycles, and change. So I feel like whatever financial challenges you're facing right now, with or without a partner, they're meant to change your life right now. They're meant to change the course of life right now. There's cycles, there's change. This is going to bring you growth and expansion and progression. So like I'm saying, the good things are coming. I think right now you're in the paradigm shift, so you're not seeing it. You're kind of just seeing like your world fall apart, but it's for a reason. I think for you, the lesson here is to put yourself first more, like to stop putting other people before you. And that'll help not just the financial challenges, but just your life in general. And then bottom of the deck, we have, okay, let me get something different. Yeah. We have Serenity. Take care of your vibration, positive environment, clear space, chakra, energy, balancing. So yeah, notice how it says take care of your vibration, not other people's, but yours. So I think for you, it's really important to make sure that the environment that you're in is positive and is good for you. You know, like creating a sacred, safe space for you at home where no one else can bother you. Like, that's really important for you. All right, Pisces, so that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell button. And if you ever want to leave, or if you ever want a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. And if you want to leave a tip, you can do that with the thanks button. But that is all I have for everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was fun doing it. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. And I hope this brought you a little bit of some nuggets that you can take with you into your finances and career. But I'll see you guys next week. Have a good evening, day, or night, wherever you are in the world. Bye.